are what we play in this video here today. Someone know what the songs is terrible like. Let's play a game with Jay and Mike.
Hello! Welcome back to Jimmy's Fun Time Jamboree. I'm XJ, and I'm going to be playing Kingdom Hearts 3 on the internet. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. I brought up in the last episode, probably a couple times, that I want to know what you all think, people watching this, people who are into the Kingdom Hearts lore as it is right now, and I want to see how many people think, and to what regard, I'm wording this weird, how much of the crystal mythos from Final Fantasy the Kingdom Hearts series is going to adopt, because I feel like it's going to adopt a little bit. I feel like it is going to adopt it. How much though is like beyond me. Because unlike Kingdom Hearts lore, I know a lot of Kingdom Hearts lore. I don't know a lot of Final Fantasy lore. I've only played 8, 13-2, and 8, 13-2, Type O, and 15. So, you know, that mythos is like new to me. But there is this website, I don't know if anybody's heard of it, it's called Reddit. I don't really go on it, but there is like pages where they talk about the mythos in it. And how it connects to Kingdom Hearts. So I'm kind of hoping that I'm interested into seeing where the games go next, with the team at Square saying we might get the next Kingdom Hearts game sooner than we think is interesting. Because that makes me think that we're gonna get it in the next year or so. Maybe 2022, but I feel like they're gonna announce it sometime at the end of this year, and it's gonna come out at the end of next year, or the beginning of 2022. And in that, I would not be surprised, because they have a lot of setup to do for this new story. And with the Darkseeker saga being over, there is so much more we need to know and experience before we really get into the depths of it. So, like, much like the Avengers series at this point, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it can really go anywhere from here. It really can. And I like that. I really like... Conceptually, it's a completely open book. So, the question for this episode is... For the next Kingdom Hearts game, what do you think... What do you want? Like... What do you want from the next Kingdom Hearts game? What kind of game do you want? Is there any features from past games that you'd want brought back? I feel like it's safe to assume that it's going to be on this engine. So it's going to play similar to this, though be on probably PS5 and Xbox Series X. I think it is safe to say that. But I am curious on what you guys want from the next Kingdom Hearts game in the series. I feel like it's safe to assume that it's a spin-off. It's not going to be Kingdom Hearts 4 immediately. But I do think we're going to get some kind of... Not spin-off, that's the wrong word. I know a lot of people call those the non-numbered game spin-offs, even though every single game in the series up to this point matters. I would say with the exception of Recoded, because Recoded definitely is the one that feels like filler the most to me, even though that game is great. I put a lot of time into that game. I played every single part of that game. Loved it. Still love it. That one does feel like filler. But I will say like 50% of that game matters at this point. Because the Data Realm has a connection to Union Cross, which is what this new series is going to be based around, I think. And also, not just the Dataverse, but also you have stuff like the, Data Riku was in this newest game, or in this game. We're actually going to see him soon, and that's very interesting. That's all I can think of, though. Really, at this exact moment, that's all I can think of. Why not? I'll get one. I have a lot of money that I'm not using. Is the one I have Star Shield? Yeah, I do have Star Shield Plus. Can I upgrade my Keyblade? Oh. Okay. Let me see. Where am I? Which one am I using? I'm using favorite Deputy. I haven't upgraded it once. I have upgraded Happy Gear though. Why am I using favorite Deputy?
Better put this in the mail.
Whoop. I'm gonna save my upgrades for the Pirates of the Caribbean Keyblade because I want to. What was I gonna say? No.
It's getting worse. There must be some place we can use it.
I was just talking about the connections between Recoded and this new series. Okay, I think that's all I was bringing up. So yeah, I think this new kind of non-numbered game is gonna sort of set up the theme for this new Kingdom Hearts series. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what that theme is, really. Because we have an inkling, but I don't think we know yet. And I think it might be a little bit until we know, for sure. And that's okay. I try not to get into super speculation at this stage, even though obviously I want something as well, and I'm asking you this question like, hey, what do you want from the Kingdom Hearts series? But I know that I want
on and Elsa are okay.
I want us a sort of sequel to Dream Drop Distance, considering where the game and the series is at right now. Not gonna spoil anything just yet for the people who are coming on this ride and not trying to get spoiled everything. So I'm not gonna say anything other than I want a sequel to Dream Drop Distance. And if you don't want to be spoiled on the endings of this game and stuff fully, I would suggest you don't read the comments, because I'm inviting this conversation in the comments, you know? That's how I feel about that, though. This boss is my favorite. This upcoming boss is my favorite. I kind of miss these low energy solo sessions, because I feel like I talk about more than just like jokes and stuff. I feel like I get really fake woke in these. I like that. I like just talking about how I feel about things, you know? I'm a very feeling person, you know? And I don't like really talk about anything anything like personal. And it's not that I don't mind, or that I mind, because I don't. I really don't mind talking about.
Do you really think this will help Anna? I don't know. But we better try something.
I don't really mind talking about like personal stuff. I just know I don't know the best times to bring it up, especially in a setting like on a YouTube channel, you know. And I'm gonna say this, being in the LGBTQ community, and being non-binary, I feel like though people's criticisms and dumb opinions and things of the like don't bother me, I feel like sparking a conversation about gender issues and LGBT stuff and mental health stuff is going to invite the people who have to make everybody feel like shit, you know? And like that's not what this is about. And you know, if we're gonna talk about stuff like mental health and stuff, I would really like for everyone to be respectful of everybody's lives, you know? And like I enjoy being sad and like not showing off that I'm sad, but like recording when I'm sad and having like a depressive episode, especially music, it's very interesting because it's a stark reminder that a lot of times what you see on the internet and stuff isn't people at their happiest. Like a lot of that's curated and faked and used for clicks and views and likes, and it's a bit of a bummer because you can't do anything about it because you're seeing it and you're ingesting this and you're like, why isn't that my life? Even though our lives are going to be completely different. So, you know, showing off. If I'm going to show any aspect of my life, I'm going to show off all of them, you know? From the happy times where I'm going on adventures and, you know, doing shows and stuff, to the times where I crisis cut my hair. Why isn't Happy Gear? What? Why did I choose Favorite Deppery over Happy Gear? That's a little odd. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that right now. I know I'm eventually gonna get deeper in my personal life because I am an open book and stuff. And I know there's some things I don't talk about and, you know, don't want to talk about on a public YouTube platform, you know, like, shit. It's my life, and if I want to share it, I want to share it. I don't give a hecking heck what other people think about that. If you don't want to know about it, tune out. But to the people who stay and tune in and, like, start the conversation, you're completely welcome, you know? I take that stuff very seriously, especially when it comes to my people in the queer community, you know? Like, people in the LGBTQ community, I hope some of you can find solace in hanging out with me while I play video games and shit, you know? How's that for flow state? I didn't even realize I was talking until right now. Playing Kingdom Hearts and getting introspective and shit, it's fun. It's a good time. Side note segue into work stuff. We are starting a podcast. We're starting a couple podcasts, but this podcast that I'm about to plug, let's talk about podcasts for a second, because obviously every podcast is different, even if they're similar concepts and have similar talking points. There, a lot of concepts, or a lot of podcasts are very similar. Oh no, pop it. Oh, a lot of concepts are. There's a lot of different types of podcasts, you know, and we're starting a conversational podcast where we talk about specific things and spin out into specific things. And we filmed a test episode, and it was me, Sal, Tim, and Neil, just kind of shooting the shit. And though we're probably not going to release that episode, and if we do, it's going to be some kind of extra special thing. But yeah, we have a podcast. We haven't named it yet. But that should be coming out soon. That's going to be fun. We're very excited to share that with you. We got a lot of things planned. So right now, the schedule, I guess you can call it, is we have the three columns of shows for the gaming stuff, and right now we are working on trying to figure out what would be the best for our combined series, the me and Mike on the couch stuff, you know, Um, and we haven't figured out exactly what we want to do with that. We do have some test episodes that we really enjoy. One of them is a Paper Mario series. The other one is Kirby 64, which we've been kind of playing around with. We have a shit ton of games we could potentially play. But we really want to know. But we really want to figure out how to introduce that series when we're both playing like semi-long, semi-dedicated series on our our personal shows. So we're trying to figure out the best possible format for the center slot, the combined show, the classic Jay and Mike play, where XJ and Mike bullshit on a video game, do bullshit in a video game. Obviously, it's not gonna be perfect the first couple rounds, but I feel like we can find a good happy medium with that. And that's a project that we really enjoy. So stay tuned for that.
So love has filled both their hearts with light.
Larksy!
Two in one world.
Definitely didn't see that coming.
First Marluxia, now you! What
I
is
don't
this
like
all
my.
about?
I don't like Larzine.
Oh, I see.
I don't
So you
like her.
bumped into Marluxia. Then why am I explaining this again? I told you before. The new 7 hearts. If you mess up and don't find your 7 guardians of light, we're gonna need another group to fall back on.
Leave innocent people out of it!
Oh, look at this.
I love Xehanort's
toy. So
obsession with
just
having a
boy now.
contingency plan.
Well, maybe you should do your job and find the other guardians.
I really
of
appreciate
light.
that on Xehanort's part.
Please, like you found your 13. The king said you're one seeker of darkness short.
Oh, we're set.
They have all 13? Then, if we don't find our 7, they'll go after Elsa and Anna.
Anna and Elsa are not even a part of the Disney
They'll be okay. They're strong.
princess lineup. Because if they were, no one would buy Anna and Elsa stuff, or no one would buy any of the princess
They have
stuff.
each other.
Oh, Elsa.
2019 was such an interesting year for video games. What was... I don't know if this is the same episode yet. I'll have to triple check, but like...
Love will fall. Love. Elsa, of course. Love.
You should probably get on that boat. Oh, you were on that boat. Sick. Have they built... Oh, let me ask this first. What was the question? Since I forgot, I'm going to move on. Have they built Arendelle in the Storybook River thing at Disneyland yet? Have they built a miniature Arendelle? If so, please tweet at me at XJMusic or at Jump Tweet. That's JNMP tweet on Twitter. Pictures of it because I'm too lazy to, or take a selfie with it on the boat. If you work at Disneyland, you can get in there and take a selfie of it. That would be cool too. If you could take a picture of it with a duck also in the frame, that's bonus points. And I will send you something. I will send you a Kingdom Hearts keychain. I don't know. Something. So that's some homework for you.
Sorry we're late.
It's okay. You got here as fast as you could.
The organization claims to have their 13 darknesses.
Do we believe it's true?
I don't know. But there's something else they keep mentioning. They're after a new 7 hearts, which seems to be code for, let's go bother more princesses.
Well, as the original princesses of Hearts
Disney.
time for protecting the pure light has ended, they have passed the light to others. Our enemy must certainly be cognizant of this. If the new 7 Hearts is what they wish to call them, so be it.
But Kyrie hasn't passed on her power. Is she one of the new 7?
She must be. But still, she chose to wield a Keyblade and fight with us as one of the Guardians of Light.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we tracked down Ben.
It's a bummer you can't explore
Told us that he's inside Sora's
the
arm.
And so did
mysterious
Ansem
tower in this
Rise and
game.
his data, so it almost certainly must be true.
That's great! Now we can rescue Ben!
Maybe. Except Aqua's the only one who knows where he's hidden. We still have to find her first.
2 more worlds, baby.
I'll go.
Is that wise?
Need the power of waking, Sora. Do you have it?
Dude, I don't know.
No?
I can see the reflection of the capture in the TV.
Without that power,
The way I'm set up, and it's because I usually have the capture next to the TV, but I can see the reflection of it behind me because it's on my desk. Because I'm filming in my room, far away from the mic now.
Sorry. Master Yen Sid knows you a little too well. You said you'd try to stage a half-baked rescue.
One of my least favorite things about this game is how much they just shit on Sora for no
I
reason.
know you're volunteering because you're worried about me and Mickey.
I currently own Riku's jacket.
Well, thanks. But the power of waking's important. You can come to the rescue once you've got that. Sound fair?
Yeah. Alright. But be safe. No.
This game is just 10 hours of... This game has 10 hours of cutscenes of just shitting on Sora.
No, not exactly. He just doesn't think.
If only he listened to Master Yen Sid the way he listens to Riku, that would be a good start.
I'm listening now.
very good. Sora will continue his journey to build his powers, while Mickey and Riku will focus on the search for Aqua.
Yes, sir.
In the next episode, we will continue. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, in the next episode, we'll continue.